Hi, welcome to Savi's Fashion Studio. I'm Savita. In this class, I'll show how to read a measuring tape, and also I'll show the different measuring tapes that we use here, including this bra measuring tape, which is used to accurately measure the bra size and the cup size. So I'll be showing how to use this at the end of the video. Now, reading a measuring tape is one of the basic lessons and should have been done long back, but back then I just assumed that everyone would know how to use a measuring tape, which may not be true if someone had never had to use a measuring tape, which I realized only when I was asked what I meant by 1/8 of an inch or 5/8 of an inch. So let me show how to read a measuring tape. Taking accurate measurements is one of the first steps towards making a well-fitting garment, and this is one of the most necessary and useful tools in sewing. So let me quickly show the different measuring tapes and also how to read the measuring tape. Let's start. First, let's see the different kinds of measuring tapes available with us here. This is a simple measuring tape. The material is plastic. You can use this for measurements and it will be accurate, but over the time, this can lose its shape. The tape stretches, you can see here, and losing the shape means the accuracy of the measurements is lost. So you may have to replace this regularly. I was using this for quite some time till I came across this Hoistmas brand measuring tape. This material is polyfiber and it's been more than a year I've been using this, and the shape of the tape remains intact. It does not stretch at all. So the accuracy remains intact. I also have this measuring tape. The main difference is this has a metal part on one end. So when you take the measurement of the inseam of the leg, you can hold it here as this part stays stiff, unlike in other tapes where you'll have to hold at the tip of the tape. So it's comfortable taking the measurements from the crotch downwards. Also, we have this roller kind measuring tape from Hoistmas again. It's a retractable measuring tape. We also have this interesting measuring tape. This is a bra tape again from the Hoistmas brand. Using this tape, you can measure your bra size and the cup size. So I'll explain this in detail on how to use this later. Now let's see how to read the measuring tape. In measurements, there are two types, the metric system and the imperial system. In metric system, the measurements are in millimeters, centimeter and meter, and in imperial system, the measurements are in fractions, inches and foot. Now let's see the metric system first. Every measuring tape has metal tips on both ends. Now you can see the prominent lines here. So this will be 1 centimeter and the small lines within is the millimeter. So there will be 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter, and between a centimeter you will see a little longer line than the millimeters. That indicates half a centimeter. 100 centimeters, you can see a mark here, that makes 1 meter. We normally use the imperial system in our classes, that is we measure in inches. You may sometimes find both the system in one measuring tape. Like you see here, the centimeters are on one side and the inches are on the other side, or you can see both on two edges of the same side, like centimeters here and inches on this side. Now in inches, 1 inch could be divided into 8 parts, or it could be divided into 16 parts in some measuring tapes. So I have both here. So here you can see 1 inch is divided into 8 parts, and here you see it is divided into 16 parts. There are also tapes where 1 inch is divided into 32 parts. Now we'll see the 8th tape measure. Now from the tip here to this prominent line soon after the number is the 1 inch mark. From the tip here would be the 2 inch mark. This would be 3 inch mark, and so on. Now in between an inch, exactly in the center, you see another prominent marking, that is the half inch mark. That is, if you have to read this half inch mark between 4 and 5, you would read it as 4.5. So this marking would be 5.5, this would be 6.5, this would be 7.5, and so on. Now in between this inch marking and the half inch mark, you will see another prominent line, a little longer than the other two lines. That is the quarter inch mark, that is 1/4 of an inch, which can be written as quarter of an inch or 0.25 inches. So when you read this, this would be 4.25, 5.25, 6.25, 7.25, or 4.25, 5.25, 6.25 inches, and so on. Now in between the half inch mark and the next inch marking, you see a similar line as the quarter inch line, that is 3/4 of an inch, or you can call it 3/4 inch. You can write it as 3/4 inch or 0.75 inches, and you would read it as 4.75 inches or 4 3/4, 5 3/4, 6 3/4, and so on. In between these, you see this smaller lines. The first small line after the inch marking would be 1/8 of an inch. So you would read it as 4/1/8 or 5/1/8, and second would be 2/8 or quarter of an inch. This would be 3/8 of an inch. So in my class, when I say you stitch 1/8 of an inch from the edge, this is the distance what I mean. 1/8, 2/8 or quarter inch, 3/8, 4/8 or half an inch, 5/8, 6/8 or 3/4 inch, and 7/8. Similarly, in this, the inch is divided into 16 parts. You'll see 16 lines here, unlike this where it was divided into 8 parts. Now, 2/16 of an inch equals to 1/8 of an inch. That is, after the inch marking, every second line will be 1/8 of an inch. The first line would be 1/16, second line would be 1/8. You can see it matches with this here. You can read this as 1/16, 2/16, 3/16, or you can read the every second line as 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8 or half an inch, and so on. You may also come across measuring tapes where an inch is divided into 32 parts. I don't have that, but I have that in a scale. Now here on the scale, you can see 1 inch is divided into 32 parts. If you see here, between this 1/8 marking, you can see 3 smaller lines because it's divided into 32 parts. Now this gives the minutest of the measurement, and it's normally not used when we draft the pattern manually. It can be used in CAD. This is another interesting tool. It's called a half L scale. This has some maths on it. It has 6th and 12th measurement on one side and 8th and 16th measurements on the other. I'll explain this tool in detail in one of my upcoming videos when it is relevant. Now this is another interesting tape. It's a bra tape which has centimeter markings on one side. From 55, you see that every fifth number is in bold, that is 55, 60, 65, 70, and so on. And from 63, there are some additional markings. Now on the other side, you will see 2 images which shows how to measure yourself to get the accurate bra size. Using this measuring tape, you can accurately measure your bra band size and the cup size. There are also written instructions as to how to measure yourself, but it took me some time to figure it out. And here you will see some columns with the band size and the cup size. So let's see how to use this. I'll show it here and then again show it on a mannequin. First, you will tightly measure your underbust, that is just under your bust, and make a note of the measurement. And you will take the next bold number. For example, so when you measure your underbust, assume you got the measurement as 82 or 83, and we will take the measurement of the next bold number, that is 85. So make a note of this number. It could be different for each one of us. So make a note of that number. Next step is to measure the fullest part of your bust. That is, the tape should go over the fullest part of your bust. Now don't take it too snug. Just measure comfortably. And for example, if you get the measurement as 100, at that point turn the tape and you will find a column. In this, first you see where your underbust measurement is. We had made a note of it. It was 85. So for 85, the cup size shows as B. So for these measurements, the bra size would be 85B. If your underbust measurement was 80 and if your bust round measurement was 100, the bra size would be 80D. So this is how to use the tape, and it's very accurate. This 85 is in centimeters. To convert it into inches, divide it by 2.54. So if I divide it by 2.54, it will be 33.3. So the next bra size would be 34. So the bra size would be 34B for these measurements. Now let me demonstrate on the mannequin on how to take the measurement of the bra using this bra tape. You need to measure right under the bust. On the mannequin it is little difficult as it slips, but on the body it's easier to take the measurement. Now take the measurement tight. So this comes exactly to 70 if I take it tight. For example, if the measurement is between 71 and 74, you may consider the next bowl number, or if the measurement is somewhere between 66 to 69, you may consider the next bowl number, that is 70. So this is how you take the measurement under the bust. This would be the bra band size. Now to know the cup size, measure on the fullest part of the bust. Now you're not taking the measurement tight, just keep it comfortable and make sure the tape is parallel to the floor at the back. So it comes to 83. Now turn at that point and see the column behind. First check for the band size. As per this measurement, the band size was 70 and the cup size is A. So 70A would be the bra size. Now for example, if the full bust round measurement came somewhere around 88, if I turn there are 2 rows. You need to first see the band size, that is, as per this it was 70, so for that band size the cup size would be C. 70C would be the bra size. Now let me show a few more examples. Now when you measure under the bust, assume you got the measurement as 83, you would take the next bowl number, that is 85. Then when you measure the full bust measurement, assume you got 98. So the under bust size was 85 and this is 98. So when you turn here, first you need to look at the numbers and locate the band size. So 85 was a band size. So if the band size is 85 and if the full bust measurement is 98, the cup size would be A. 85A would be the size. There's no other 85 here. This 85 is in centimeters. To convert it into inches, divide it by 2.54. Thanks for watching this class. Happy sewing and stay safe.